Welcome to the Microsoft Entra SSO configuration. We're going to jump straight into it by creating our enterprise application by simply going to Enterprise Applications in Microsoft Entra and clicking Create Your Own Application. Give it a relevant name, so Delinea Platform SSO. This is what your users will see when they sign in, so please make it relevant. After the app is created, we're going to jump right into the single sign-on settings, setting up a SAML connection. And we're going to fill out some basic details. Now, this is outlined in the Delinea documentation, and it's also outlined in the documentation that I have provided. So simply use the empty information that I've given you and just add in your hostname identifiers to both the reply URL and the logout URL. So we can see there that the hostname is empty. I'm just going to edit this really quickly and add in the hostname to my Delinea instance. So you can just go ahead and grab that. Your hostname.delinea.app should be what that is. I'm going to do the same for my logout URL. Great, we're happy with that, so we're going to click Save, and that information should appear in the basic SAML configuration now. The second thing that we're going to do is add the attributes and claims. So these are the attributes that are going to be passed from Entra into Delinea. And the first one we're going to want to change here is the user principal name. So the name we want to change to the display name of the user. So we'll just click edit and change it from principal name to display name. And then we're going to want to add two new claims. So the first claim source attribute is user.objectID, and the name of this is name identifier. The second attribute that we're going to create is called UPN, and we're just going to type in user.userPrincipleName. Great, so those are the two claims that you'll need to create. Now if we scroll down, we're going to be able to download the Federation Metadata XML document. If we then move over to Delinea, we'll just go to Settings and Federation Providers and add a new provider for SAML. In here, it's pretty quick and easy. We're just going to need to upload the file and make some small changes. So we'll hit apply, and that's uploaded correctly. I'm going to hit the edit button just here and scroll down, and we're going to add the accepted domain. So when a user logs in, they're going to be using this domain. So in my case, it's techwincyber.com, and we're just going to save that one. Without this being saved, they might be rejected. We're also going to add a group. So ensuring that only privileged users inside of a group are going to be able to log in. I've just gone back to Microsoft Entra and created a Delinea SSO administrator group. You can create an administrator and a non-administrator, but in this example, I'm just going to be adding my account to an administrator group for an example. Great, so that group is created, and I've added myself or my own account into that group, and we can see it there. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab this object ID, because we're going to need that shortly, and move back to Delinea. I'm going to add an attribute here. So the attribute here is groups, and this is a new claim that we're going to pass across when we log in. Then we're going to say that the group mapping of groups is to the same object ID that we've just copied from Entra, and we're going to give it a role. So this group is going to be a systems administrator. Once we've saved that, I'm just going to go and show you guys that I've also added that group to the users and groups within the application itself. So this should be enough to sign in. So you can see I've gone to my applications with my account. I can click on my account to sign in, and Delinea is just going to pass me straight through as a user. Perfect. So we can see that's all working correctly. And I can see that the appropriate permissions have been applied because I made myself a platform admin or systems administrator.